So SEO as we know it is probably going to change in 2026 and it's going to change in a big way. So I thought of making this quick video to really show you the changes that Google is planning to make, and it's already starting to roll out these changes. So they recently, released this update wherein, talking about all these features that they're going to release. One of the biggest features and updates which SEO people need to really be concerned about is this, which is the search with AI mode right from Omnibox. So people will have the option, if you can see this little demonstration here, people are going now have the option to search for their queries and use AI mode right in the address. So the address bar that we use, right? So they can do that right from the address bar. They'll have access to AI mode. As you can see, there's something being typed over here, and then they can straight go into AI mode. So what is this going to mean for SEO people? Now, clicks, impressions are going to go down. There's no doubt about it. As a matter of fact, I've actually made this document. It's a very detailed document. I made this, yesterday only, showing you the impact that this is going to have on SEO. This is a very new update. I haven't even seen anybody talking about this really, except for maybe search engine journal, search engine land. But these features, what impact they're going to have, as you can see over here, Gemini and Chrome, the impact, SEO effect, what action needs to be taken. Now the action is just anticipated kind of action based on good SEO wisdom, but we'll still need to have to test out things once the updates roll out, because SEO is built on testing. So we need to test, see what's working. Based on that, we'll be able to, really certain as to what steps need to be taken. But as you can see, this, which is the AI search in address bar that Google's mentioned, the impact, people, clicks and impressions are going to go down. There's no doubt about it. But the good thing is that, if you build a brand, now you focus on building a brand and the authority behind that brand. And if you do that, there's a higher chance for you to actually get quality traffic. All right. So let me just bring you back to this document. So this is the biggest change. We need to brace for this. Another cool thing that Google is doing, which is that they are releasing this agentic browsing assistant, which I thought was really cool. So people who use like make.com, n8n, I use Lindy AI to create these trigger action based automations. Now we can directly do that via prompts in Chrome. So as you can see over here from the demonstration, you get an email. All right, these things you prompted in Gemini, say, hey, I need to get these things, buy these things from this particular website. And then Google actually has, again, the trigger action based system will actually understand your prompt, understand the context, and then automatically go and, complete the purchase, which is really cool. But this is, of course, not going to have a direct impact on SEO. It's going to really help with, the browsing experience. That being said, let me show you what's actually working now. So this is the page that's ranking in the first position for best CRM software. In fact, if you check them out on SEMrush, you'll notice that, the page is getting a lot of traffic. This is PC Mag after all. And they're ranking for a number of keywords in the first position. But the funny part is that I actually found them via the AI, answer that, the snippet that Chrome is providing currently. And that's how I found them. And if you see their page, all right, I really want to break this down really quickly because I don't want this video to be too long. But if you see the page that's ranking, you can clearly see why they're ranking. And there's actually a little twist in it. So you see, you have the headings first and foremost. If you check this out on the Ahrefs, extension, which I recommend you get, you see that, the SEO is on point, on page, title, description, and you see the way they've laid out the headings is perfect. We have H1, H1, H2s, H3s, perfectly done. All right. Also, when it comes to the structured data, all right, they have all the important schemas, of course, the article, item list, FAQ page, right, organization, all the important ones. And of course, there's a lot of things that goes into it. But if you just see the way they've structured their page, we have an introduction, and they've also, interlinked in the introductory paragraph. So that's cool. They also have an expert section, which is also, expanded on in the bottom. I'll show you that in a moment. And then, because this is a list of the best CRMs, we have the best CRMs over here. right off the bat, and then it goes into more detail. But you see the way it's structured, right? It's not a regular, type of article that we, in fact, they have the content for that, but it's pushed down to the bottom, So now it's more about usability, how easy it is for the user to navigate about your website and get the answer that they want. So if you scroll down, you see they have all these answers over here. And then in the bottom, they have the regular page. All right. So what is a CRM? Your types of CRMs. Scroll down. They have some images, so on and so forth. So now it's really going to be about optimizing for first and foremost longer based queries, but also understanding what is required for that particular page. That being said, I'm going to be giving out this document that I created about the impact that this is going to have on SEO, right? There's a lot of information over here. So the trend, okay, now clicks, like I mentioned, is going to go down, but the quality of traffic is going to increase. Okay, you scroll down, you'll be able to see, what you need to do, the recommended steps. All right, the funnel. Okay, so the funnel that used to be before for SEO, we had search query, it goes to the SERPs. Then we have the click through, they click into the website and then they're on the website. All right. This was how it used to be previously. Now is going to be, the AI SEO funnel where search query, Chrome gives an AI answer. They might ask some follow-up questions and eventually they click into one of the sites, which is going to result in fewer clicks for sites in average, but only strong and authoritative content included in the AI summaries gets the click. Okay, so the traffic that you're going to get is going to be of higher quality, right? So that's a good thing. Now, another thing is how are we going to measure these metrics? Okay, it's cool to say all this, but how are you going to actually measure them? Now, the good part is that you can use Search Console and GA4 to an extent to measure this. Now, again, like I mentioned, it's early to say what exact metrics need to be focused on, but this is an assumption, okay? So it's probably going to be brand search volume, so branded keywords. We can check that out in Search Console itself, okay? Direct traffic, if people are directly typing in the URL, you can check this out in GA4. Acquisitions, direct traffic. Returning visitors, engage time is going to be another important feature. Okay, so if it's fewer clicks but it's longer stays, longer dwell time, again, that's a good sign. GA4 again for that. Conversions, GA4. Content by citation, so did Google or any other AI assistant surface your content, so that's going to be the newer version of impressions, I guess. I think SEMrush already has this feature, or they're rolling out this feature as I speak. But these are going to be the newer metrics that we need to be focusing on. All right. So before it used to be ranking, impressions, clicks, SEO success. Now it's going to be brand recalls, engagement, and conversions. Okay. So you can get this document in my comment section. All right. And if you have any thoughts, do share them in the comment section. Thanks for watching.